Hello, we are here again in the part three of the How to Immigrate to Australia video series for engineers. Um, in this topic, we're going to cover the general skill migration. The three major visas that will be covered here are Visa 189, Visa 190, and Visa 491. Moving forward, we're going to talk about the GSM visas, which are 189, 190, and 491. So major differences I'm going to explain here and how to know what type of visa that you will apply depending on your profession. So we are here now in the IMI Home Affairs website again. Um, you can follow this link, and also I will try to add it in the description box. Um, this page will show you the skill occupation list together with the visa that will be available for the particular job. So let's try to look for or type in the mechanical engineers. Okay, so now you can see here the detail such as occupation, ANSCO code. We will get through that later on. Mechanical engineer ANSCO code number is 233512. Um, Visa 189 is available. 190 is available also. And 491 regional sponsored and 491 regional family sponsored. So the next one is the MLT SSL will be also explained later. Assessing authority will be Engineers Australia. So we'll get to that in a bit. Other trade are here also. You can see the visa types basically here. All visa types for mechanical engineer. So now let's try the civil engineer. So same thing. If you notice the first three digits are the same for engineers. So Engineers Australia also is the assessing authority. 189, 190 is also available. So the other types of visa, such as 482, these are sponsored visas. So it will not show in the general skilled migration. We will also open it later. Then you will see the Visa 491, 180, and 190. So we will discuss them one by one. So let's now further discuss the ANSCO code. So I'm going to click here. So we can see here that number is the unit group for 2355 industrial, mechanical, and production engineers. So basically, mechanical engineers and production engineers and industrial engineers are in the same one unit group. So as mentioned here, um, it is accepted in Australia and New Zealand. So this will be the ANSCO skill level 1. So you can see here the task, studying and the functional statements, organizational charts, and project information to determine functions, responsibilities of workers and units to identify areas of duplication. So these are just an example of the tasks which are related to this occupation. And then also you can see here the occupations and their ANSCO code number. So this is the Engineers Australia. They will do the assessment for you, and you need to prepare the CDR report in order for you to be assessed if you are qualified to work as an engineer in Australia. So this is my assessment. It was done on the December 21st, 2020. And I got here also the relevant skilled employment assessment together with my professional engineer assessment. So it's considered a skill level one, and the occupation is mechanical engineer, and ANSCO code is 233512. So I just covered some of the details for the privacy purposes. We are here in the website of IMI Home Affairs, in which we will see the 189 subclass visa. It is a point-tested stream. You will also see here the cost of the visa, which is 4,240. So you will see everything here about this visa, eligibility, a step-by-step guide, and what to do when you have this visa. Um, Here we will also see the process in which, if you remember in the first video, we also explained this one from checking if you are qualified, submission in the skill select. Skill select, by the way, we will also discuss this one in the future. And here is the most difficult um, process in which you need a lot of patience. Wait. You need to wait for you to get an invite. And as I said, even while you're waiting, you need to gather all your documents. We will also discuss all the things that you need to prepare based on my experience. And then once you got an invite, you just need to apply within 60 days and prove all the things that you're saying in your application. So this is the subclass 190. It's also a skill nominated visa, same as the 189. So this will also be a permanent resident visa, same as the 190. If you can see the price, it's also the same. So the only difference with 190 and 189 is that this is a skill nominated visa in an Australian state, meaning you will be sponsored by an Australian state. So this one is quite different because you need to reapply again to an open state such as Victoria, New South Wales, or South Australia, and Northern Territory, etc. So you can see also here, same as the Visa 189, the points you need to submit it in the expression of interest, wait for the invitation to apply, gather all your documents, and apply for 60 days within the invitation. The last one of the three visas, or three major visas, is Sun Class 491, skilled work regional provisional for the main applicant. On this website, you will also see the number of stay. By the way, this visa is not permanent. It will only last for 5 years, but you can apply for permanent visa after 5 years or 3 years. Here, apply for permanent residence after 2 years from the time your visa is granted. You just need to satisfy all the conditions so that you can apply for the permanent residency. This visa is visa, skilled regional visa sponsored. So that's the only difference for the with the 190. 190 is state sponsored. So I applied for visa 189, 190, and 491. I was granted or I was invited to apply for the Visa 189 because I have 65 points, the minimum points that is required. So I applied and proved to the assessor that I have all the proof that, and as you can see, the grant of the visa is March 29. So that's it for this video. Um, I will see you again in the part 4 of this general skilled migration or how to immigrate to Australia series. Thank you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much.